so why should we vote Green when our current MP has some Green credentials?
Okay. Yes, we have a so-called Green MP, but he still represents the Tory party, and the Tory party has introduced the austerity that the Green Party is fighting against. For example, 70% of the borough's children live in poverty. This is Richmond upon Thames, which is one of the wealthiest households in London, and yet 17% of children here live in poverty, and that has doubled in a year. And that is because of the policies that this government has introduced. And Zach has voted for every single policy that is causing this disgraceful situation. We would change the taxation situation in this country. We would stop the benefit sanctions straight away. We would reintroduce the independent living allowance so that disabled people are not undergoing the situation they're currently forced to undergo.
Can you tell me how the Greens plan to deal with the housing crisis?
Yes, I can tell you how we're going to. We have a problem in London where too many of our houses are sold to investors, and straight away we would change the taxation situation so that it's not so easy, it's not so desirable for investors to buy homes. For example, at the moment, you may not be aware, but if you're a buy-to-let landlord, if you have a buy-to-let mortgage, you can get interest, you can get tax relief on the interest. And I believe this is one of the policies that we would look at changing. We would also look at building 500,000 socially rented homes in the UK. We're not talking about affordable homes that people on £60,000 a year can have to earn before they can buy them. We're talking about socially rented homes that will be leased through the council. So basically going back to council housing. We will allow councils to borrow money again so they can build the houses that are needed where they're needed. We will focus on building on brownfields so we can protect the green areas and the green belt. And we will introduce something called rather than the right to buy, we will have right to rent. So if you're falling into arrears with your mortgage and you can no longer afford it, you can go to the council and ask them to take over the house so you can rent it from them.
And you can ask your question. Okay, why should I vote Green?
You should vote Green because we are the only party that actually fundamentally wants to change the systems in this country. We look at the problems and we come up with different solutions to the ones that we currently have. We do not wish to continue with with the way forward, the policy that continually puts economics at the front of everything and the monetary value on everything. We put the environment and people at the heart of everything that we do, and whatever policy we make considers all of those aspects before we make a decision on it, and we don't just do things because it will make money. On the 7th of May, vote Green. On the 7th of May, vote Green.
We should all say that.